Alright, let's do some, in the words of, Big John Riggs, let's do some open cart surgery. So we have Mega Man X2 and we have Mega Man X that currently are not loading. Customer said that these had some water damage or some kind of moisture or something like that. So let's take out these two screws here and let's see what we find. So I'm just going to do a quick live. I haven't gone live in a while, so let's see what we're looking at here. Alright, looking at this PCB. Looks like we have probably some broken traces, looks like, along here. And traces here actually look good. So let's just check with our multimeter and see if we can just check for continuity. So we're going to put it in beep mode. Shout out to Northridge Fix. Let's see what we got going on here. So a couple of these, let's see if we can zoom in for you guys so you can see better, so you can see the same thing. Is that better? Let's see if we can zoom in more. There we go. So a couple of these look a little bit suspect. Might be okay. Let's see. That's okay. 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 Surprisingly. That's okay. That one's okay. It didn't look that good, but that one's okay. Let's see here. So this one, follow along. Should just run it across here, see what this connects to actually. I think that might be our culprit. Let's follow that again. Hold on. So here. And that goes here. So I think that might be our culprit. No beep. So I think that's where we have a break in continuity. So interesting. Just check this one here. Let's see if we can get you guys on the microscope here so we can see a little bit better. Zoom out. Yeah, let's put it on the microscope. You guys can see what we're looking at here. There we go. Zoom out a little bit here so you can see what we're looking at. There we go. Why is it on an angle like that? I don't like that. Let's fix that. Angle. Weird. Okay. So, actually, I think the other way was better. Alright, we'll just use our grinding pen. Alright, we'll go back the other way. We'll use our phone as the, sorry guys, don't mean to make everybody dizzy. There we go. Let's try that again. Alright, so I think we just have just one broken trace right there. So we're going to use our grinding pen. And yeah, should be pretty simple. So basically, this trace right here, I think is bad. Just going to follow it one more time. So this, follow it along, follow it along. Oh, wait, which one was it? Hold on, let's see. So this one here goes straight here. So let's try that again. So he said, it's easier when I'm using magnification. So this guy here, follow along. Nothing. 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 So I think that's it. So I think that's our culprit. Let's just see if we can just run a quick jumper. Actually grind it down. This is Mega Man X2. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know how much is this game worth. I just fixed the chrono trigger. I I think those are a little bit more expensive too. Alright, and let's see. Yep, look at that. You can see where the trace is broken. So can you guys see that? Right there, we definitely have a broken trace. So we're going to add a little bit of flux. To here. A little bit of flux. Zoom out so you guys can see better. Maybe make it a little bit clearer. Is that light better or worse? Alright. That's right. Flux capacitor. I'm just going to run a simple jumper and call it a day. I need to grind down a little bit more. See what we're looking at here. Oh no, that should be. Actually, I'll grind a little bit more. Just get more going on. Worst? Oh, okay, the light made it worse. Thank you. I think it makes it blurrier. Let me see if we're here. Let's see if I can go off of what this is here and zoom out. There we go. You guys can see what I'm seeing on the microscope. How about that? There we go. You guys can see what I'm seeing here. So you see what we got going on. So we're just going to grind a little bit more. And just run a little enamel wire and jump it. And we can test it and see if that does it. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Try to make it clear for you guys. Alright, gotta grind away a little bit more. There we go. Right there, now we can see it good. There we go. That's good. Alright, so let's just add a little bit of flux. And we're going to solder that. I'll let you guys get a little bit of soldering pouring here. There we go. Alright. Now let's get a little bit of enameled wire. I got some right here. And let's solder the wire in. Get some very sharp tweezers. And let's give this a go. So this is a customer I fixed, no surprise, his Atari Jaguar. And he says, hey, I got some SNES games, looks like they were exposed to moisture. Can you help me out? And I said, yes, we can. Let me get that a little bit closer to where it needs to be. There we go. I don't know. Come on, it's curling up on me. There we go. Come on. Alright. Let's uncurl that. Trying to... Here, let me slide everything. I got my little stand in the way too. Trying to finagle everything. There we go. So can you guys see what we're working with? Trying to be a good host. Beautiful. And Come on. Clean the tip. Add a little bit more flux. And I think that's the only bad trace, so that could be a pretty simple procedure. Alright. There we go. Beautiful, right there. Alright. And there we got it. I think we got it. Alright. And let's break that off. And let's test it. And don't worry, if we fix these so quickly, we got another one that we're gonna fix. Where's my other set of tweezers? Where is my other set of tweezers? Ah, here it is. Alright, so let's break that off. Come on. Come on. Let's switch. What's the flux for? Oh, just using just the enameled wiring. Flux is so that way it sticks better. That helps with the, there we go. So basically flux helps with the chemistry, helps the heat basically flow to the copper trace that we exposed. So now let's, wiring, just some basic enameled wire, just some Chinese whatever crap. Have I seen robotic surgery before? Like videos of it? Yeah. In real life, no. So let's check now for continuity. So obviously we want to have continuity. We want to hear a beep. Hear a beep from here to here. And here. And follow the trace along. So this trace goes to here, I believe. So let's see if we get a beep. And we do. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I'm not able to speak so good today. So I think that was the only bad trace. Let's follow along with me, people here. All these other traces look fine. Look fine. Look fine. Look fine. I don't see any issues here. So this might have just had just one bad trace. Alright. Let's put this one back together. And then we got another one with, I think, the exact same issue. Yeah. So, gotta find, where's the other part of this game? Where's the other half of it? I took it apart. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? How does one get into this field? I actually started, I picked up an old arcade machine and I restored it. I learned how to do it. My brother-in-law is an electrical engineer, so he helped me out a lot. So that's kind of how I got into it. Now, where the heck did I put the other part of this cart? It's the story of my life. I spend more time trying to find stuff than actually fixing stuff. Where did I put it? So that's that game. Man, this one's coming up next. We just need to find the other part of the game. Ah, there it is. Alright. So let's come with me. And oh boy, I have not much juice left. Hopefully we can keep this going. Alright. Take a walk with me, people. So, anyways, I fixed this arcade machine. I restored it. And, yeah. Keeps it from melting everything else then. I mean, only metal is really what's gonna what's really going to flow. But yeah, the actual solder mask itself doesn't really affect it. But all right, let's see. Are we on the right? Let's make sure we got the right one. Might have another broken trace that I don't know about. Wait, why am I not hearing any sound? Okay. So Super Mario World works. So let's try this game again. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Easy enough. Let's make sure all colors look good. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, come on. Come on. Just get to the game. Actually, here, I'll get a controller plugged in. Alright. Looks good. Alright, let's fix the other one. Cool. Alright. So, sorry guys. Got a mess going on here, but we're gonna keep moving along. I don't have much battery life left on my phone. So let's fix something else. Alright. So we are going to clean this up a little bit, and we'll add some, what you call it? Wait, we fixed the one trace right here. We'll add some solder mask. So let's clean up this board first. Then we'll add some solder mask and some UV light, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, that light's pretty bright here. Let's see if that is any better. But no, all things considered, when he said it had moisture damage, I thought it'd be way worse, but turns out it was not that bad. Alright. So let's add some, actually make my charger, or my thing dies here. There we go. Alright, let's zoom in. Alright. Just gonna add this green stuff here. Just a little bit. There's barely any left, so I don't really need to use too much. Actually, let me get some out. Put some on my tweezies. Kind of paint with it. I'm like almost out of this, which is kind of annoying. There we go. Okay. Whew. Now a buttload came out. There we go. And that's just gonna strengthen that up a little bit and protect it from any kind of additional corrosion or exposure or anything like that. So we want to just protect that a little bit. So we take our UV light, put it over it, and that's going to time out in about 30 seconds. But yeah, basically if you're using, soldering is I'm basically mixing metals together. So if I'm mixing a wire onto a copper pad, I'm just, again, mixing with basically different chemistries. So there's tin, right? There's solder, there's leaded solder, and then there's the wire, and then you have whatever kind of copper pads it's actually connected to. So it's just basic chemistry. Alright, just take a look. There we go. And we can see that is now strengthened. Got a little blob there. We're all good. So we can put this guy back together and we can fix the other one. Let's see if we can do this before my phone dies. Alright. So that's one down and one to go. And we'll clean this up in a little bit here. Zoom out. Sorry, guys. Those LEDs look worn out. LEDs? These? Yeah, I mean, it's also not the best light. Yeah, I can show you. We could do the eraser trick if you want to see that, but it's actually not bad. So, yeah, if we were to clean these here, it's not really that bad. Again, it's the light, but all the contacts work. So, everything here is good. And again, customer can clean the contacts without taking it apart, but I'm not really... This kid's picking up the solder mask off my fingers. But if we look here, like, I'm not really picking up anything on this, so like it's very clean, surprisingly. So just the light kind of makes it look duller than what it is, but again, not really picking up much doing that. LED like leader? Those leads look... Oh, leads. Oh, you mean like these? I mean, they're fine. I mean, there's no real need to flow them. Everything's working. I wouldn't really be too concerned about that. Again, that's probably... yeah, I wouldn't really worry too much about that. But yeah, if I need to reflow the other one, I will, but obviously you guys saw everything's working. So we're going to put this one back. And now we got the expensive one, Mega Man X2. So let's see if we can fix this before my battery dies. Actually, let me see if I can get a better charger in here and keep my thing alive a little bit longer. Find a better charger. Let's get a charger. My phone's gonna die. Charger. Let's see if we can keep this phone alive a little bit longer. Let's see how that does. Alright. That was Mega Man X. This makes me back. Let's play the old Nintendo. Yep, that's pretty cool. Alright. Get the grinder and polish those leads up. Yep. Alright. Now we got Mega Man X2. Let's see what we got going on here. So we fixed the chrono trigger earlier, and it was a little bit worse. But I figured fix the most expensive one. No, this board looks very different than the other ones. But let's see if we can zoom in here. And this one looks like we got a couple more bad traces here. Let's just see where these go. Like, I think these, let's see, those look okay. These ones here look a little bit suspect, but actually might be okay. That one looks like it's gone. And let's just test here. So let's see, I'm gonna flip it so you guys can see what I'm working with here. We'll zoom out. There we go. And let's see what we're working with here. Like I said, I think that looks a little bit, see which ones look kind of suspect. See, under this light, these ones actually look like they're okay, but let me just see where they lead to. This one's got a little bit longer of a, alright, so that's going right to the chip. Alright, interesting board. So let's just see here, I'll put it in. And then somebody looks like they've worked on this one before. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that looks like somebody messed with that. Quite possibly, so. But yeah, you can see like that's kind of corroded a little bit, but still should work once we've fixed these traces here. So let's see what's not working. Alright, so I got, let's just say, which ones did I think looked the most suspect? I could actually just grind too and just see if there's a break. But yeah, let's just check it out. So this guy here, let's follow, goes to the top, curls around, and lands right, what, here? So that guy, and we don't have any continuity already. So this one is bad. Just go next down the line. I'm assuming, wait, oh, it would help if my multimeter was on. Let's try that again. Alright, so we said this guy here. Alright, let's try if we got beep mode. Do you have needle point probes? Yes, I have needle point probes. Check continuity. So that's actually okay. That one's good. It looked bad, but it's good. The second one, however, is not good. Let's just follow the second guy right here. So just show you what I'm looking at. So this guy here starts here and follow along, follow along, follow along, follow along, right next to it. So I think right here, sorry, here, should have continuity here, and we got nothing. See what's next to it? We also might have nothing. So I think these two are bad. This is okay. So the one next to it's okay. But this one here is not okay. Let's just double check that. So this one looked bad, but we think we're, yep. Alright. That's easy enough. Might as well just grind them both. And we'll do the same thing. We're going to grind. Expose the trace. And we're just exposing the copper that's underneath this solder mask right here. You don't need to do too much. There we go. And we're basically just going to bypass that right there. Alright. So, I think that might be it. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to add a little bit of flux. Flux is your friend. And that's going to help the solder stick better to this copper part right here. Is this where the case contacts the board? I'm not sure what you mean by case, like I guess the bottom pins the cartridge where it connects to the rest of the board, yes. So we didn't have continuity before, and now we're going to have continuity once we do that. So basically we're just gonna add some solder here, and see how that turned like silvery? That's what we want. We want this and this to be silvery. And then we want the same thing here. We want just a, I'm going to have to grind a little bit more to get that to stick better. I'm going to grind a little bit more just to get that to stick better. That's, yeah, it's a game cartridge, yes. Can I turn up the brightness? Too bright. Actually, that might be better. Might be better. There we go. So we want to expose more here. more here. And clean off the tip here. What's that tool you're using right now? It's a grinding pen. Get one on Amazon. You can get it from Northridge Fix. They sell them. Just a basic grinding pen. Probably get one from AliExpress too. And that just exposes this trace right here. That's all it does. There we go. And see if I can zoom in a little bit more. You guys can see better. I can see better. Yeah, everything. Yep. The Barlow lens. Yep, I got that from Northridge Fix. Good eye. That's a little too bright. There we go. Anyway. How much juice do we got left? Battery life on my phone's holding up, actually. I'm at like 10%. And we're just going to clean our tip. And we just want a little bit more of that solder to stick. Just a little bit. There we go. Yep, that's what we want. Don't need a lot, just need it to just be strong enough to hold. All right, and we're gonna do the same thing with the enameled wire. Northridge fixture, I mean, I don't have a preference between the two. I mean, just because my parents are immigrants, I'm probably a little bit more prone to like Northridge Fix, but I'm trying to think who fixes more video game stuff. Yeah, man, no worries. But no, they're both good. I mean, obviously Rossmann fixes more whatchamacallit, fixes more like MacBooks and stuff like that, more iPhones. I think Northridge Fix has more of a variety of stuff that he fixes, so between being an immigrant as well and whatchamacallit, fixes more variety of stuff. If I had to pick one, Italy and Argentina, or Argentina by way of Italy. So there you go, we got that connected there. And we're just going to connect this right here. See if we can get that to stick. Believe it or not, most Argentines are actually, a lot of them are Italian anyway. Argentina is like Spaniards, Italians, and unfortunately, if you follow your history, Nazis, or ex-Nazis, I guess. Decent German population. No, come on. Are we gonna stick? Not really cooperating, huh? Alright, let's add a little bit more flux. There we go. And I'm trying to look at the chat and doing that at the same time. So normally, I mean, I do suck, but I normally don't suck this much. Put it that way. There we go. Okay. And we're going to break that off. My other set of tweezies. Mix it up the other way around. I need to sharpen up, get a sharper pair of tweezers. Come on. Alright. Let's see, we got a nice connection there. How to set up my microscope to make it. Yeah, I'll show you guys in a little bit what that looks like. No, it's fine. Yeah, I've done this before. In worst case scenario, again, I could just grind more, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, I do need to sharpen my tweezers next time around. But this'll do. This'll do. And yeah, that's what you want. You want it to be a strong connection. So let's oh, come on. Let's line up our shot here. Same deal. Going to, I think I might have enough solder left on this to get it to stick. Yep, that's good. And let's bridge that connection right there. Oh, too much heat. It's not, come on. I might need to grind a little bit more away. Let's see if I can get that to stick right there. Alright, there we go. And same deal. Should be strong enough that this should just break off. There we go. Beautiful. The trace to the left? No, it's fine. And this trace was just jumped. So these two traces should be good now. We go from here to here. We're good. Here to here. Let's try that again. Here to here, we're good. So we're good. All right. Let's clean it up. Let's test it out, and let's see. It was just those two traces. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah. Yeah, but an interesting game. Mega Man X2. Alright, and we got our case. Okay. And get our lid. Alright, field trip. Take a walk with me, guys. We're going on a field trip. Let's take our game with us. Walk around. And let's see if that fixes it. Alright, Mega Man. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Alright, I think that deserves some likes. It deserves some hearts there. Look at that. We are working now. So you have two bad traces, and we are fixed. So let's add some solder mask, clean it up, and I might go live again tonight. I have a couple Game Gears that need fixed. I have a Turbo Nanza to install on a Turbo Graphics 16. But yeah, I will get this guy fixed. I'm in Pennsylvania, but I take repairs from all over the place. So if you want something fixed, I have a website. You can go to crossfacegaming.com. Just message me there. Probably the best way. Alright, let's see here. So now we just need to add some solder mask and clean these guys up. There we go. So we applied some wire, we jumped some stuff. Now we just need to add some solder mask, which we can kind of paint that. It just depends on what needs done, to be honest. Something like this, it's actually not that bad. So for 3 games, and they're more expensive with return shipping, this costs the customer $100. And again, the other one was a lot more work than this one, than these two here. But yeah, it depends on what you want done, so just message me. Just like anything else, it's kind of like asking a mechanic, like, hey, my car's broken, how much to fix it? It just really depends on what needs done, parts, all that good stuff. You guys get it. Yeah. Yeah, I forget how much Chrono Trigger goes for, but he's like, oh man, he's like, I had my stuff, it was stored, it was moist, and of course the 2 most expensive games I have in my collection, or that I picked up, are what's damaged. So we're just going to paint on a little bit of solder mask here. Nothing crazy. Might have done a little bit too much actually, but that's alright. We'll wipe off the extra there. Beautiful. Alright. And we'll let that UV light absorb away. So, anybody who's hopping on now, we just fixed two SNES carts real quick. I guess I'll let you guys see me clean. The Mega Man X is actually pretty clean, to be honest. So we'll clean up this cart here. Which one is it? I forget. That one there. And right next to it. Alright. Beautiful. That was simple. I love a good simple fix. And let's put our screws back. There we go. Blinding light out of the way. Blinded by the light. So the only thing left to do is clean it. Where did our screw go? There's our screw. And we'll ship this back to our customer. Nice repeat customer. Always like that. Actually, most of my business is repeat customers, either stuff that people send me stuff to constantly get fixed, or people that are looking to get stuff modded. Oh, just called solder mask. Again, just generic, whatever. This comes from obviously China, but you can get it on Amazon, you can get it anywhere. So you use solder mask, and you use UV light to cure it, and that's it. Yep, exactly. So let's just clean this up a little bit. And yeah, surprisingly, that was simple. The customer will be thrilled. Alright, let's see that little black spot right there. And so you guys can see, the black spot is gone. Magic. Actually, let's use this stuff right here. Just gonna wipe everything down. Obviously, be careful with the label. I'm not gonna mess with this. If the customer wants to try to get that off, they can, but I'm not gonna mess with it. That's going to be a little risky business. So I'll let them do that if they want to. I will give everything else a cleaning. If you have a few that won't, probably exactly what I just did, to be honest. So if you've tried cleaning it with isopropyl alcohol, take it apart. You're going to use a multimeter, and you're going to check that all the pins, so all the contacts here, connect to the corresponding chip or via. If they don't, then you know that that's alright. If they don't, then you have to fix the broken traces. I mean, let's see if I can loosen that up a little bit and maybe help them out. Again, if you're very careful, it might be okay. Let's see how carefully we can do this. How careful can we be? I'm gonna have to charge my phone. Yeah, you gotta be super careful with this. So, yeah, I'm gonna let the customer do that, but it's possible to get that out. Again, I'm just, like you can see, you can use a little bit of Goo Gone, you use a little bit of heat, but let's see if we can, let's just try very carefully. Again, trying to be very careful with this label. Again, more expensive game. Yeah, I'm gonna let him spend the time on that. Like I said, it's possible to do, but you gotta be super careful. Again, I could use a little bit of heat, but I think yeah, like this is, like you can do it. You can see it's just going to take a while. Got to be very patient. Let it soak through. Alright, there we go. But yeah, you got the premise, like, just got to be super careful. You don't want to damage the label underneath. Yeah, I just don't want to go outside of scope here, but well, I got that there. Because even the IPA is working. It is working its magic. You gotta be careful with certain types of WD-40 because it can eat away at plastic. It makes your stuff shine up pretty nicely though. Alright, I think that's good. I'll let the customer deal with that. But yeah, there's Goo Gone, there's other stuff. Yeah, I know, but like I said, I'm gonna let the customer do that. That's not what they and I'm not sure if they want to leave it like that anyway. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I just want to find like a good stopping point. So that one's done. We did Chrono Trigger earlier today. That one's done. I don't feel like getting a hair dry. I don't feel like getting Goo Gone or Goof Off. And this one's done. So let's just clean these up real quick and we'll move on. So if you guys want me to, alright, I also have Game Gears to do too. If you guys want to see a Game Gear, give me a follow. Maybe I'll do a Game Gear later tonight. This is hard to tell on camera, but this is a little bit more brown on the outside. That one's a little bit grosser. This one's seen a little bit more yellowing. But it's the cheapest game, so Makes sense, it's the dirtiest game, probably had the most play. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Dry that guy off. And let's see. Clean that up a little bit. Just being careful around the label, obviously. Right here, got a little schmutz. Got a little stickiness over there. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. And then they have some sticky crap on the label itself. It's never fun. Whatever they have there. Alright. So we have everything all fixed, all repaired. And clean up. The last game. Yeah, I mean, if I use some hot air here. Alright, I'm going to do this off camera. Let's actually heat that up a little bit. Very carefully. Let's see if we can get it off actually. Yeah, might as well. Okay. Alright, and done. Okay. I lied. I said I wouldn't do it. I did it. That's service. And then you can see that just comes right up. Just getting this adhesive off. Let's What's up? Yeah. I forgot I moved my hot air station to right next to me. But yeah. Let's get rid of this remnants of adhesive. There we go, work that out. You see what the old label looked like? Customer should be thrilled. And just take your time. Don't add too much. Just take your time. It'll all work as it should. Alright, I think we got all... Oh, got a little bit of adhesive left there. A little bit left. Almost done. I'll charge my phone. So yeah, if I do hop on later tonight, would you guys want to see a Game Gear get fixed? See a TurboGrafx 16 mod? Trying to think what else is on the docket. Everything else is more complicated. I could do an N64 mod an NES mod. But I'm thinking, just to keep it simple, maybe we'll fix the TurboGrafx 16 and a Game Gear. Any of the mods. Do you test these after you fix? Yeah, I mean, that's why I do it live. But yeah, everything's always tested. So anything, if you purchase from me, I send a unlisted video on eBay showing if it's a mod, how the mod works, all that good stuff. So if it's like the N64 digital, how to get into the in-game menu, and anything like that. If it's a Game Gear, stuff like that, same thing, how to get the on-screen display. But now everyone that purchases from me gets a video showing everything tested. Obviously, you guys are seeing live, so I have I had at one point 90 witnesses that we got everything fixed. But yes. And then if you message me on Facebook, same deal, I just send you videos directly through Facebook. So, yep, all good. So I would say probably do either a Game Gear mod or the Turbo Bonanza mod today. Then I'll show you, yeah, so that you can get RGB, and I have a TurboGrafx that has a broken, has a broken RF out anyway, so that's where I would mount the mod. But yeah, I'm going to charge my phone so that way I can go live again because my phone's about to die. Appreciate everybody hopping on. If you guys want to see more mods, stuff like that, if you need something fixed or repaired, message me at crossfacegaming.com. If you want to try to get into your own kind of repair stuff, there's a Console Savers Discord that I'm a part of with awesome people, video game restoration, a lot of just awesome people. Retro 6, just really good people. So thanks, guys, for watching, and yeah, man, we'll catch you guys in, or yeah, men and women and people. We'll catch you in the other one. Later.